River that Adam did, that sounds like a blast.
That's great.
Sounds like you guys have some really cool jungle rivers, just kind of like going right through.
Yeah, but believe it or not, we barely do rafting.
Yeah, not something that people are very familiar with down there. And it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, your sunblock is in my bag.
Rafting because we like more the dirt bikes. We practice a lot of enduro.
Oh, nice.
And also cycling. That's basically what we do mostly every
Is that mostly like on the beach, like on dunes, or are you doing that more inland?
mostly like in the forest.
In the forest?
Nearby our houses.
That sounds like that.
Because we live in the motorcycle at once, so that's why. But yeah.
So you guys you never rafted yourself?
Yeah.
Or you have?
Yeah, I have some years ago. But that's nice, and I did the last trip, which is I think the same that we are doing today, right?
Today's class 2, so maybe a step down.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's good. Class 3s are super fun. Do you know anyone who like whitewater kayaks down there?
Yeah, but barely.
Not as big. Yeah, it's interesting, to see. Some places have great whitewater and everybody runs it, and then other places are like more destinations where it's like people come to run it, but people living there are just like, what? That's just the whatever, That's no big deal. That's just our river. But it's like actually for other people, it's like, wow, that's a really cool river.
Yeah, I don't have any equipment for that, and also the rivers doing that are pretty far away from my place. So that's why probably if we have something a little bit more great to
That's cool. Do you guys do the enduro stuff too? Yeah, nice. That's fun too. It's a blast.
Yeah. And also we do a lot of hiking as well. So all the things that basically everything outdoors. But to be honest, I'm very for the water. A little bit afraid sometimes.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a natural human response.
For example, surfing, I never have tried.
Never
that.
surfed? That's such a good place to do it too.
And yeah, Costa Rica is a paradise for that, right? But I've never tried.
I really want to try, which I don't have an excuse either, because we've got a place you can surf right here in town. In fact, we're going to go through that. It's one of the whitewater rapids we're doing today. So it's like, if I want to learn, that'd be super. I've got a super great place, right, to do that with.
Guess what we drove by this morning?
But that's definitely on my list of things to do. I'd like to kind of learn here and then go somewhere like Costa Rica or somewhere that's got good surfing. Enjoy it, rather than trying to learn there.
I'm ready. I've been getting all the TikToks from the players. They're so excited. They love the swim turf.
I was just afraid about
a blue field.
How far
They were pretending
side
to
of
swim
the
in it.
sea you have to go
To get past the break.
surfing. Yeah.
I'm with you. The ocean's dangerous. It's like rivers are small. The ocean is huge, and if you get sucked out to sea,
And also the rip currents and everything.
Yeah.
So it's very like, but that is something that us is scuba diving.
scuba diving. Oh, cool. That's on my list too.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm not afraid of that. I'm happy.
Biting something.
Yeah. But
you've got air right there. That's a big difference, right? Yeah. If we had that air when we're kayaking, we might have a different sense of empowerment.
You don't have any backup.
Yep. I keep telling people, it's like, where's these technological advances? I want my kayak, my whitewater kayak, to have like a button on it, where if I slip over, I just hit the button and it just rolls itself, so I don't have to learn how to roll, And a little bubble that comes over the cockpit and fills it with air.
Oh,
so, you
yeah.
can breathe, I mean, no one's making this stuff, but why not,
Yeah, I always wonder when the kayak is over, if you're not able to get over again,
Yeah.
and you don't have enough time
So
for
there's
doing
some
that.
parts of the river
Yeah, so they are the skirts that hold you into the boat are pretty easy to remove. So the nice thing is if you can't roll them back up, all you have to do is pull that skirt and then you can just push right out. Yeah.
It's like a jack.
And the thing is, if you need to, I've had to bail out a number of times in my kayaking career. If you have to, it's amazing how fast you get out of that boat. You just pull that thing and then you're like out. And then struggling for the surface, you know, like immediately. Because usually you're already out of air by the time because you don't want to do that unless you have to, right? So you're trying to roll, and then all of a sudden you're like, I can't do it, I'm out of air. And then you bail out, and you're just trying to get to the surface, but getting out of the boat is easy. Luckily. And that's something you want to practice too. Like whitewater kayakers actually practice bailing out, you know, when you're learning, just so you know that you can do it fast.
Yeah, I think that is basically the main skill that you have to learn there because you will use that very often, right? Or always?
Usually you're trying to not swim, so you're trying to anything you can to roll that that back up. So it's only if you can for whatever reason. Sometimes that's because you're stuck in a hole getting cartwheeled around. You can't like actually do it, or you just get you're out of breath or whatever.
Yeah.
It's very common.
And does the kayak fill up with water inside?
Once you pull that skirt, it does. Yeah,
okay.
And so that's why it's a little harder to rescue a boat. You know, once somebody's bailed out of it, because it starts filling up, so it gets really heavy, and you have to kind of push it to shore and that kind of thing. So if you're usually people kayak in groups, or at least you have a partner or whatever. So they'd have you on the if you take a swim or whatever, they have you on the back of your boat, and you might pull them into shore. You know, if it's real heavy water, they let their kayak go. They try to hold onto it. They might hang onto their paddle, maybe get them to shore, and then you can go after their boat. You want to get people in fast.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but plan A is stay in your boat.
Yes, of course.
my goal for rapids was always like forwards if possible, rather than spinning sideways, backwards, and then up, right side up if possible, and then if I'm upside down, get right side up as fast as possible. Those are my three rules. For rapids. It's gonna be fun. Like you guys are for the 3, but you guys for the 4 probably. Yeah, we're gonna take 2 boats today. They'll be pretty full. One of them will have 6, I think, 6 guests and a guide, and the other one will have 7 guests and a guide. Fantastic.
Let me show you a little bit of scuba diving.
Is your phone waterproof enough to do that? Or did you have it in a case, or you had a camera?
Yeah, a friend of mine has a camera.
I was gonna say, no? Oh my god, that's pretty sweet. Kind of like a ring, or was that a skate ring?
Yeah, but the big one.
Mando ring. Yeah. Oh man, that is so cool. Wow, it's just right above you?
Yeah.
That's just right off the coast, though? Where you guys gotta go out a ways?
No, this is it's called Island. It's like Island. And that is part of the national park. So you have to pay for the food, but you can get this spot, which is pretty nice.